Kennedy voter and the Trump voter, the enemy, our mutual enemy, is Biden.
A staffer to RFK Jr. has admitted the true goal of their campaign: to help Donald Trump win the election. So this happened in a meeting with New York Republicans. The Kennedy campaign's New York director, Rita Palma, you heard her. She said, our mutual enemy is Joe Biden. The only way that Trump can even remote possibility of taking New York is if Bobby is on the ballot. If it is Trump versus Biden, Biden wins. Biden wins 6 days, 7 days of the week. With Bobby in the mix, anything can happen, Palma said on video of the meeting dated Friday and viewed on CNN. So now that video was on YouTube. It's gone, removed immediately. So as soon as people found out, oh no, gotta pull the video. So now here's the thing. People are going to argue that, oh, what are you talking about? Kennedy, he is an independent. He is not trying to help Donald Trump. You are just part of the duopoly, you establishment shill. Hold on. Here's the thing. I hate the two-party system. I'm not in favor of it. I think it's terrible. I think it limits our choices. I do want more options. I want a better system. But in order to get a better system, you're going to have to change the system. That's going to take time. I want more than two parties that are viable. I actually want a progressive party and progressive candidates. I know, imagine that, right? That said, currently, under the current system, you do only get two choices, unfortunately, two viable choices. If Kennedy is going to take more votes from Donald Trump than Joe Biden, more power to you. I do not have a problem. But she is on the other side saying, we want to make sure that we take more votes from Joe Biden so that Donald Trump can win the election. So that's what she's doing. That's the goal. That's at least her goal.
If you want to help Trump, go to Pennsylvania, knock on doors. I did that in 16 and 20. Trump is a lost cause in New York, in my humble view. But if you want to help him win the election, or if you support him as a candidate, hook up with the campaign. Or there's a bunch of organizations that invade Pennsylvania 2 weeks before the election and hang door knockers or put things under doormats or whatever.
Oh yeah, I tried to help Donald Trump in 2016 and 2020. And here's how you can help Donald Trump. Now, obviously, she's talking to a group full of Republicans, so it makes sense that this is the appeal that she is trying to make. But the fact that she is out there making that appeal shows that the campaign doesn't really seem to be in it to win it and is allying with Republicans to try to block Joe Biden from getting elected or to also help Donald Trump. And by the way, she then talks about a scenario that could lead to Donald Trump being elected.
Give those 28 electoral votes to Bobby rather than to Biden, thereby reducing Biden's 270. If you don't get to 270, if nobody gets to 270, then Congress picks the president. So who are they going to pick? Who are they going to pick? If it's a Republican Congress, they'll pick Trump. So we're rid of Biden either way. Does everybody follow that?
So what's important about this is, look, Kennedy is drawing people from both sides right now, all right? He's an independent. He's got like 15% support, right? And the reason that he's getting people from the left is because he has a pretty big history as an activist when it comes to the environment, fighting for clean waterways, indigenous rights, renewable energy. I mean, it really is an impressive resume of fighting for the right things. But at this point in time, he doesn't seem to be fighting for the right things anymore. The free market stuff, the anti-vax stuff is appealing to one side specifically, and that's people on the right, for the most part, right? Look, there of course have always been some anti-vaxxers on the left. I used to call them out all the time. And so that contingent does exist, yes. And they're not necessarily on the right wing on a lot of other issues, but on those, certainly, on vaccines, certainly, on corporate power, I think we all can agree that corporate power is problematic, okay, and that the establishment has done a lot of things wrong. That said, clearly, his campaign chair in New York is only worried about one thing, and that is blocking Joe Biden and helping Donald Trump. So, look, I think the campaign, as far as I've read, they're trying to distance themselves from this a little bit, but at the same time, Kennedy's campaign is running into all sorts of issues, right? Because they are trying to appeal to right wingers, and you know, Bobby, Kennedy stumbling when it comes to, what to refer to the January 6th rioters as, the Capitol rioters, and trying to, walk the line on that one to appeal to right wingers. It's not going to work. And the more he tries to appeal to the right wing, the more I think he's going to turn off any potential left-wing supporters. But more importantly, the fact that his campaign seems to be out to helping Donald Trump and getting Republican donors. Not good.